I have to launch a rocket. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I get back, I'm going to launch a rocket. Gotta put different colors here, and I need to fill all this in. Oh, I has a sad about that other one. Alright, so my unloaders have this brown and black, brown and dark gray look to them, right? And that's essentially what this is. These are unloaders. And I was kind of thinking of doing them similar. Hi, Mango. Baddest, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to mess with it, Commander. I mean, there's a certain level of over-optimization that I'd be just wasting my time. I'm not sure what to do there, and I've learned that when I'm not sure what to do, my best course of action is to do nothing. So what I'm doing here is I'm adding like a level of demarcation of, hey, here's where these things are. I don't like having all these roboports here, but that's where we are. Let's see how this ends up looking. Vino Blueprints, plural. Thanks for checking on them, though. Yep. Glad to help. Appreciate your interest in them. I gotta figure out those corners. That's gonna be a bit dicey. Clear off all this peach fuzz and scrub grass. Nope, did that wrong. Okay, next. Yeah, I gotta take a break. BRB. Okay. Almost got this right. I think my music stopped. Lost Thoughts, lo-fi hip-hop mix, huh? 21 minutes. We'll see if I like it or not. I'm not a lo-fi hip-hop kind of guy. Hi, kitty cat. Yeah, that's not where I want those. I want these here. All right, so that's a little too wide. That's the look I'm looking for right there. Oh, yeah, that's the spot, baby. I'm getting swatted by my cat's tail repeatedly. There we go. Hello, just wondering if you'd be able to, which starting options you may have adjusted when beginning this playthrough, like disabling cliffs, spawning more ores, etc. Yes, I can do that for you. First, let me ensure that I have not just placed the string in my Discord or something, and I can just point that to you. But I think that the blueprint string is somewhere in my Discord. No, I don't want it in channel streaming. I want it in channel all. All right, well, I thought I had it there. You'll have to join my Discord, and okay, so that's Crestorio 2, Crestorio 2. It's still, there we go, MegaBase on Earth. I'm going to do a reply to my October 19th post of a MegaBase on Earth. And it's going to have the blueprint string. Or not the blueprint string, but the map exchange string. There you go. And then in terms of what did I actually change, I can't show you because these things are not available here in the game, but burgers and fries. Burgers and fries, my healthy friend. Glad to see you here. NW6, so if you join my Discord at that link, there is a announcement channel. Okay. I've tagged you in it. Not still homebound. Yay, you can go out and get good pizza. But yeah, I turn off cliffs. I've turned off biters. I've turned off pollution because I'm going to turn all that crap off eventually anyways. And it is Cities of Earth size 3, old world, blah, 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 blah. Some other things like that. Let me know if you have any more questions. Well, oh, still homebound and on painkillers. Okay. Okay, this music sucks. I'm gonna go launch a rocket. We've asked for it. We've got it. We've got a rocket ready to go. Thanks to everybody who contributed. And I think I'm going to turn on auto launch. Scale 3, yes. Scale 3, size 3, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, it looks like it's scale 4. I should win the game right here. Yes. See? I'm harmless. I killed nothing but trees. And myself. And one fish. Sorry, fish. So this is coming to bring more resources. This is going to allow me to do research. We're at 55. You're sitting on... You're ready to go already? But you can't leave. Well, here's the thing most people don't get to see. Thanks to everybody that contributed to launching a rocket. That was cool. You're at 165. What are you going to trigger at? 800. You're not going to allow that, are you? It's over 1,000. I didn't realize I had a bottleneck here. Wait a minute. Why did you allow that to... Oh, because you did empty that out. You're the problem. I'm gonna lose some stuff here. Yeah, you still got a lot of inventory. I can't attach a wire to this, which is unfortunate. Now the new rocket silo is going to allow me to attach a. I hope the new rocket silo will allow me to attach a rate. Thanks, baddest. In Space Age, the next version, I hope the rocket silo lets me attach a wire to it so I can query its contents. I don't want it to automatically do things. That would go against the spirit. I want to be able to program it. See, you're still outpacing what I can do to get stuff out. And that's bad for me. I didn't notice that before. Because my rocket component production was never this good. Hi, kitty cat. NW, yes. I set it to Rail World, and then I cranked up the richness and size to maximum. And the reason I did that is because I don't have infinite sized world. I mean, Cities of Earth is a finite map size. Well, that explains something, huh? So if I didn't increase it, then I would run the risk of running out entirely. And I may have too much, I may have too little, I don't know. Alright, so now I need to do a blueprint of this because this is significantly changed now. That's this. 1026. Didn't want a blue screenshot, thank you. Yeah, because it's Rail World, and I wanted to be able to build. I didn't want to have to clobber things, so... I think if you import that map exchange string, you'll get all those settings automatically. But if not, then it's, yeah, and I don't remember exactly, but it was like select railroad from the drop down, slide richness and size all the way to the map. Map import. You might have grabbed too much. Thank you, Swanky. Also, I forgot to give both of you a hello. So here's a hello. Let me check that. Can anybody else be so kind as to check that map import string? I am on 1194, so I'm on experimental. So there's a possibility that you don't have the same version as I do. It did not change the resource settings. It did change the terrain and the pollution, but it didn't change the resource settings, and it didn't change the... That's disappointing. So it imported correctly to me on 1194, but it did not change the resources, which is sucky. So... Rail World, and then I crank the richness and the size all the way up. And preview won't work, by the way. I should see some research going on here. Also, why are you green and you're blue? You should both be green. In for a penny, in for a pound. I might as well update these too. Well, I don't have... Yeah, I do have these. Okay. Yeah. Why do you have science going to a train to belt to chest to provider instead of just straight to passive provider? Because it unloads the train very poorly. Long term, what will happen is if these were all provider chests, then what would happen is they would unload based on their proximity to where they're being consumed. And so if you go straight to chest here, you don't get any concentration. You get it spread out, and what you'll end up with over time... Oops. What you'll end up with over time is one wagon won't empty out, because the bots keep pulling from one chest or one set of chests. They pull from the closest chest. Now, I've intentionally aligned these so that they're both horizontal. But if this design were vertical, then what would happen is the closest chest and the closest chest would constantly be getting pulled from, and they would empty out, and that means that the first wagon would empty out all the time, and the second wagon would not. So this is my compromise, is to get everything off the train as much as possible and into a small set of chests that limits bot travel and also ensures that the train gets emptied. Also, it's experimental. It's theoretical. It's just based on observed of what I've seen when I ran these chests right there. And for all intents and purposes, they could just be iron chest because they're never going to fill up that much. it plays into the same concept of what I'm doing with all of these, specifically like this. I could have made all of these provider chests instead of belting them, and then made all of these requester chests. But that just generates so much bot traffic that I hate it, and I think it causes other issues. So I went with this design, and I'm just carrying it as far as I can. Also, why did you stop functioning at some point? What did you run out of? Oh, because you're full. That's why you stopped functioning. I set you to 2,500, and you've got your 2,500. The question is 2,500 enough to keep this supplied constantly? Why are you not running? Because these aren't being taken. Well, there you go. There's an example of what happens when bots get to choose where things get pulled from. This column and this column are worthless right now because I'm not consuming enough for the bots to pull all of that. So all of that production is just sitting idle. Same thing here. The ones that are far away are doing nothing because the bots go, oh, you've got something, I'll grab you. Yeah, if I'm not if I'm not, if I'm not using them enough, they're going to sit idle in some way, shape, or form. But I would rather spread out the load across all of my assemblers rather than have some assemblers work and some not. Especially when it comes to just they're only prioritizing it based on closeness. I'm not getting any value from these. I think it's both. Also, I don't know how many of these I should have in my network. Obviously, I should have more, right? I considered putting this higher up. I also considered leaving these high up and putting more research up there. And I also considered putting beacons in here. But this is not an optimized science setup. This is something to get me upward. If I were to add another 2, that would put me at 5. If I were to move this up so that I had 5 and 5, then I'd be adding 1 and I'd get 5. Well, I'm told that you can pass science bottles along 5 times before you run into optimization problems. So you can have a total of 6 off of your main feed. Otherwise, they spend more time moving bottles than consuming them. So if I did that, I'd be adding 2 to each one. So I'd be adding 1, 2, 1, 2, and it would still fit in here. Why not speed beacon the labs? Because this part of the factory is not intended for speed beaconing. I plan to speed beacon when I get the blue belt. At the time that this base is built, the resources available to do speed beaconing is not really online. This is a mid-game type of build, and I don't have any speed beacons anywhere. It's just raw processing, if you will. But I have not run this facility flat out since I redesigned it to use a bot instead of only belt. So there's some fine-tuning that can be done here, and there is some consideration for whether or not I should weave beacons in here. But as it is, I mean, I'm getting 150 science a minute out of 64 of these, and I don't know that that's terrible, but then again, this isn't cranking it. It's just kind of grinding it. So I'm considering moving this thing up and adding more to each one. Hi, Swanky. I am looking forward to the train changes, yes. Mostly what I want to know about train changes is that when I get to several hundred trains, 400, 500 trains, and I place or remove a chain inserter, does it cause a small delay? How many trains can I get on my network before network changes cause lag spikes? That's the question I have. I think I am going to increase the number of science labs here. So I need to go get me about 32 of these. And therefore 64 of these. Unfortunately, well, is it actually killing you, or is it just causing you discomfort? I mean, old age is going to kill you. Life is going to kill you. But the recovery is not killing you. Yes. That is very accurate. I can't counter that one bit because it's so strong. The data is very strong. That pain and recovery can be fatal to the mind. You have to be careful with it. I hear you. I have been in difficult spots. I haven't been exactly where you are, but I have been in unhealthy spots that have needed extensive recovery. And, you know, you go stir crazy. Where did I copy this from that had a double coal? That's weird. You have 17,000. Why are you summoning a train? You shouldn't be. I'm going to send you away as soon as you get here. Why don't you have any water up here? That didn't get built. Well, burgers, it's bad for you. It's been worse for people. I'm hopeful things will get better for you. Why? If I copied this, why did that show up? You have 30,000. Why are you summoning a train? Why is plastic like this? Why is plastic like this? That's 18. That's 18. You shouldn't be here? Why did you summon a train? Go away. Why are you stuck summoning a train? What did I do wrong here? Oh, because you don't have that green wire, like the other one didn't have that green wire. Oh, now wait a minute now. Where's that coal? Oh, you've got the wrong thing too, huh? Go away. I'll get you to 10. Oh, I gotta research you, don't I? Otherwise, that other stuff will get stuck. I'll just get you out of my way. And then I'll ignore all the rest. Unfortunately, I am nowhere near one of my bases, so where is my packs? Come here. Oh, we just launched a rocket. Okay. Well, that's keeping up all right. Need to go get some research labs and efficiency modules. Just kidding. And then I'm going to move all that science and make room for more. I want to know why that string did not set the resources correctly, because that's bullshit. That lower one was off by one. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, partial corners are always a challenge. I try and line them up, but I end up having to do them by hand. And I really should be doing something else right now, like building satellite, doing that stuff. So let me get the heck out of here. Leave that alone. I'll fix it later because it's probably broken. I'm gonna go do a whole bunch of really upsetting things to a lot of research. Seriously thinking of getting the blueprint or the resource eraser and getting rid of that coal, because it actually interferes with my ability to see things. I didn't have much choice on where to put it. So we're going to add at least 2 more to this. That's not what I intended to do. Then the whole thing is too high by 2. I'll keep it there.